people think about integrating, integrating human development. So any experiences or any examples of how we can do things like that?
Promoting.
For the group who did in promotion.
Promoting. Who did promoting?
Who did promotion? Promoting. Not promotion, promoting.
Promoting. There's some.
Yeah, we have one here.
One here?
And there is the other one here. Yeah, there is one there. And then
and we got one where, where's the microphone?
Oh, there is one
okay.
here.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, we got one there.
Uh-huh.
Help me out, group, if I forget anything. But we thought for promoting, first step is to really build community with the new people that are immigrating, so they feel really part of the community, and so that they have that sense and can develop. And then we thought about it's important that they not feel like they have to totally assimilate this new culture, that they can learn the system of this new culture, but at the same time maintaining the richness of their culture, and that's something beautiful to offer. What else did we talk about? That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Who else?
we will come back to that point. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Somebody else? Uh-huh.
So we talked about what is being successful? What does that mean exactly before we even try to answer the question? And I think we decided that being successful is sometimes varies from person to person. What success is for one person may be something different from somebody else, but it's certainly being able to build a better present and a better future, taking advantage of the opportunities that are given, and also being connected in the community. So we felt that that was very important as well, that connection. And so we talked about the need to make all the opportunities that are available. So I guess this was already said. And the barriers are, objective barriers, but also more subjective barriers that we put up, prejudice and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
One of the things that we have been thinking, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the one thing I did want to add is that a comment about what actions we can take to promote successful immigration. And we realize that in the US, so many functions that a family might do are divided among the legal system, educational system, right? It's very, very fragmented, and there's very little relationship. So one of the things that we talked about is, wouldn't it be wonderful if we simply viewed the world, viewed their experience as if we're their family and we're helping them to navigate, this system just as we would with members of our own family. So very much taking that posture of helping them figure out the system. And, we have a Iranian friend who became like our adopted daughter. And we found we had to do that in terms of she was trying to navigate pros and cons of employment green card versus marrying somebody. So, just helping them understand pros and cons of how things operate here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, yeah.
We think that also it's important to think not just in the right of the people to migrate, but also promoting a culture who create the conditions that there is also a right on not migrated. If you have a good development system in your own country, so thinking the development of these nations also as part of the development of ours. So loving another country means also care for their own development. So that's also a right of people. And the last one is integrating, and it's probably one of the more complex sometimes, because also it's something that is moved very far into the process. At the same time, Texas is one of those states who have a long experience in terms of integration. So it's very interesting that, for example, the model that we have used in the United States of integration, and you look at the coins, you will have this phrase, who is of many one, that we will translate it into the melting pot. And the melting pot, we know, is not really working. because as this group bring up, is something beyond that you need to become just one culture. So that's when a different model is the one that you're trying to promote. One that recognizes the diversity of the individual with the richness of one group on part of the other groups. So in that sense, we want to bring you a little text here from Pope Francis. He said, integration is neither assimilation nor incorporation. It is a two-way process rooted essentially in the mutual recognition of each other's cultural richness. It is not the superimposition of one culture over another, nor mutual isolation with the insidious and dangerous risk of creating ghettos. This is a picture of Detroit, the city where I come from. And you can see, you don't see that well, but this is the distribution by race of the different groups. So clearly, definitely, we need to work deeply and move into a different model of integration that recognize the beauty of each other, but at the same time as a gift to each other. So it's something that is important for us. It's something that goes beyond tolerance. You know, you tolerate a pain in the something, you know, but it's not necessarily that you want, you know. So tolerance is not enough. And it's also not multiculturalism in the notion that it's just a weak, superficial relationship based on the differences. It's clearly not about colorblindness in the idea that we don't recognize people's differences. For us, we're moving into a model of diversity who is based on mutual richness. You know, there is a term that they use, a Mayan term, that is very interesting, Inca Quech, who say, tú eres mi otro yo, you are the other me. Okay, so it's a beautiful concept. So in that sense, maybe we can hear from the people that work in the integrating. What do you guys find out there? Any group from the integrating? Yeah, we have one here. And it's one of the hardest part because it's about imagining relationships among us.
We used a system of just everyone for each question offering ideas. So they're not necessarily connected serially, but just the ideas. What American values are gifts we have to offer immigrants? Hospitality, ingenuity, generosity, time, treasure, knowledge, opportunity, security, history, plurality, achieving the American dream and how to make it happen, e pluribus union, which was up just a moment ago, of the people, by the people, for the people. What gifts have immigrants throughout history brought to the U.S.? Suffering as a gift, relief from persecution, opportunity to improve after the gifts, their gifts, to improve their gifts to us, food, variety, beer, courage, integrity, determination to succeed, make a better life for their children, desire to work hard, faith, trust, different viewpoints, and the Native Americans have also given to us. Third question, what personal actions can we take to encourage sharing of gifts among immigrants and Native cultures in our community? Multicultural food, multilingual, overcoming fear of foreigners.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody
Thank you.
else?
That was very good.
Any other group?
Integrating. There's one.
Integrating.
So our list was similar. We didn't minus the beer. But really, I know someone from our group said that really it's to offer a sense of community.
Mhm.
And as we know in our American history, that many cultures, when they move here, tend to cling to one another and multi-generations because they're their own support systems and then throughout the generations. But one thing that is very important to offer any immigrant is an opportunity. And I think sometimes we lose faith with that things are all equal across the board. And we know by looking at the map of Detroit and any city in this country, we know that there's different opportunities for different people according to where you live. And so it's really about offering that opportunity. And as Susan said, to offer that help, to take that risk when you see a situation. Not only is there language barriers, there's cultural barriers, and there's people that lack an understanding of American process and how we do everything electronically, and yet we expect an immigrant to come to this country and enroll their kids online. Hello. Offer that help.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much.
Anybody else? Okay, I think so it was important for us to engage in the discussion of mutual richness. There is something about the United States that we can give to the world, and there is something that the world gives to us. So I think it's important to understand that we have also something to give to people, including in the discussion about migration as we think about globally, okay? So we want to end with this kind of quote, and he say for bell hooks, I say, when you choose to love, we choose to move against fears, against alienation, separation. The choice of love is a choice to connect, to find ourselves in the other. Thank you very much. And I think we want to live with this idea that migration is not really a crisis per itself. It's actually a possibility for a new society. It's a call of the world to create something new. Okay? Thank you very much. So now we would like to, you want to do the invitation? No, come on, let's do it together. You do it.
Well, we also want to thank you for doing an amazing job of holding, thank you, William and Lori, for holding together such a multifaceted conversation and also pulling out from each of us in so many ways the commitments that we'd like to bring away from our time here together. And so we have just 10 minutes left. And we wanted to ask Jesus if he would like to greet us as we go, and because he'll then be he'll be going to New York from here, and then also visiting our community, Mariapolis Luminosa. The actual anniversary of Chiara's birth is the 22nd of January, and so there'll be a special mass. And at Mariapolis Luminosa, and so he'll be present, he'll be celebrating that. And so, una parola, no?
Sì, non è che faccio io nessuna conclusione.
It's not a concluding talk.
Accetto di venire qua soprattutto per ringraziarvi.
I wanted to come most of all to thank you.
Perché ho potuto partecipare a questo forum.
Because I was able to participate in this forum.
E vorrei sottolineare due cose.
And to highlight two things.
Intanto che mi ha colpito che avete scelto due temi così scottanti.
What struck me is that you picked two topics which are really hot topics.
Per la discussione.
When you discuss them.
Come sono il tema della povertà, il disimpiego.
The poverty and unemployment.
E il tema dell'immigrazione.
And the theme of migration.
Che toccano, ormai sono trasversali al
And
mondo.
these cut across all different areas and discussions.
Questo già mi ha colpito molto favorevolmente.
It really struck me in a very positive way.
Ma io vorrei congratularmi con voi.
But I really wanted to say congratulations.
Soprattutto per l'esistenza di questo spazio.
For the existence of this space.
Di questo forum.
This forum.
Mi sembra qualcosa di ispirato.
It seems really inspired.
Di indovinato, no?
And addressing the needs that we have.
Perché ho potuto constatare qui la varietà di chi integra il foro.
I realized who was participating in this forum.
Nel senso che ci sono qui persone che lavorano nel campo dell'accademia.
There are people who work in the academic fields.
ma attori sociali
but also social actors, activists, and others who are acting in the social realm
attori sociali ad ampio rango.
in a very large sense.
E questo mettere in relazione persone che si muovono in questi ambiti diversi
And so to put together people who are moving in these different environments
è fondamentale per fare cultura.
is a fundamental step in creating a culture.
Sicuramente che dopo da spazi come questi,
And so for sure from spaces that are like this,
dopo nascono delle idee e delle iniziative.
what can be born are both ideas and initiatives.
In definitiva, voi state mettendo in pratica
You are putting into practice
un concetto
a concept
che è stato messo in rilievo in modo particolare negli ultimi tempi,
that was put very much into relief in our latest times
sia da sociologi
by both sociologists
sia da teologi,
and
che è
theologians.
la generatività.
And it's the concept is of generativity.
E questo è effettivamente un spazio generativo.
This is a generative space.
Perché ci sia la generatività ci vuole la diversità.
Because so that there is this generativity, we need this kind of diversity.
Diversità di approcci alla realtà.
Different approaches to reality.
Quindi non è uno spazio questo di discussione,
It's not a space just to discuss,
ma uno spazio di discernimento,
but a space to discern.
che già abbiamo capito che è diverso.
And we already have understood that it's different.
Perché, come dice Papa Francesco, le idee si discutono,
Like Pope Francis says, the ideas are discussed,
le situazioni si discernono
but situations are discerned.
e si trovano delle unità profonde
And they can find a sense of profound unity
che dopo trasformano
that then can be a transformative agent, a transformative power,
la realtà stessa.
transforming the reality itself.
Quindi congratulazioni
So congratulations
per questo spazio generativo
for this generative space
che avete dato vita
that you have given life to.
e mi auguro che credo che questo è uno spazio generativo al servizio della cultura dell'unità
And I think this is a generative space at the service of the culture of unity
negli Stati Uniti
in the US and Canada and North
e
America.
Canada. Allora, io come copresidente dell'Opera di Maria
So as co-president of the Work of Mary,
vi ringrazio perché mi avete dato una gioia immensa.
I thank you because you gave me an immense joy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. We have one more announcement about getting to the hotels, but just as we do that, we wanted to just say an enormous thank you for everyone who worked so hard to put this together. In all of the details, whether it was the program or the logistics, an enormous thank you to the Oblates for their tremendous hospitality. And we will be sending just like a follow-up email to also ask who would like to be involved in planning future events and in giving input for our next steps as the Focolare Forum for Dialogue and Culture.